Hello everyone, welcome to my podcast, The Hidden Power. I'm your host, Dr. Susan Kaurath, life psychologist and mind wellness coach. Today I'm going to discuss about a very interesting area. It is all about the way you live, the way you arrange things in your life, or the style of life that you lead. I would ask everyone this question: are you a minimalist or a maximalist? You are aware that every individual is different. Even if you are siblings or you are twins, identical twins, and your interest is different from your twin brother or sister. So everybody has got a specific nature, specific interest in their life. Some will say, I am very happy to lead a very simple, a mediocre life. Even if I have a lot of wealth, a lot of money, I would say this is the lifestyle I am happy about. And some will say, no, I want to have a very posh and very maximalistic type of life and so much of kind of stuff and, like the best cars, the branded things. And even though we can manage ourselves with one car, some will think, I need to have 3-4 cars in front of my villa. And we know that people are all different kinds and type. But very interestingly, you must have noticed that people consider those who are leading the simple life and, humble life. They say, oh, they're great. Look at them. They have a lot of money, but look at how well they're living, how simple they're living. We have to learn from them, I would say, first of all, we all need to understand what kind of a person we are. We need to ask ourselves. So you need to ask yourself, am I a minimalist or a maximalist in my life? So let us understand what these two people do. You can see people who lead a minimalistic lifestyle. They are those people who live intentionally. That means whatever they do, whatever the actions they perform, their behavior, even their relationship, they do everything intentionally. They buy stuff intentionally. So when you are a minimalist, you have a clarity and purpose for everything that you do. You intentionally plan your life. If you are a minimalist, you buy stuff that is absolutely necessary. You don't purchase so much of things, whatever you see, and you'll feel that, okay, this I need, that I need, this I need. So you say, you will check again and again, how much this is going to help me. Do I really require these things? Then you think that it is an absolute necessary. You will buy those stuffs, and you will never have anything that is not useful at home or in your workplace. When you look at your house, there is so many things around and stuff, in the shelves and everywhere you can see, things are stuffed there. And, some houses you can see that, they are keeping things and there are so much of dust and you have never touched it for months and years. And that you will not do if you are a minimalist. You will have a home or your workplace, everything having very useful and necessary things. And especially when you look at a minimalistic workplace, their work desk will have the minimum stationery, and the space will be more, the free space will be more. So you only keep the valuable and useful things and remove everything that is not of value or use. If you have some broken things, you will see whether that can be used, and if it can be used, you will use it. Otherwise you throw it and you will buy another one. So you will not keep everything as okay, once I used it, so let it be there, or something like that. So when you look at their desk, the space will be more where they are, their office room, you can see more free space. At home also you can feel that. So, a minimalistic house or office will be organized with minimum things with maximum efficiency. That is the word I would love to highlight, the maximum efficiency. So, minimum things with maximum quality and efficiency. They don't purchase or buy things and keep things in numbers. The more numbers is not what they look at. Different varieties that they are not looking at. They are looking at the quality of the thing and the efficiency of the things that they buy. And also in the same way, when they are having a purpose and clarity of everything that they do, they always look at what is the quality behavior or action that I'm having, how efficient is my actions to bring about the change or whatever purpose that I have, how I can achieve that. A minimalistic person will, as I told you, organize everything with maximum efficiency with minimum things, so that the free space he creates at home or office is going to give them a kind of a stress-free, a relaxed feeling and energy. You know that a cluttered place always gives a kind of like stress and like a feeling, a low feeling, and even the mind also get cluttered by saying a cluttered place. So a minimalistic place, as I described, it is more of free and kind of more space. So it gives you so much of energy and stress-free feeling, a calm feeling. And on the contrary, if you go to a maximalistic place, a house or office, they keep buying things they are interested and will not be bothered about its use or value. They are not consider how much useful it is or how much value it creates. But what they do is they just keep buying. Okay, oh wow, this is very good. If maybe they are going with a friend to a shop, they in their mind there is nothing they are considering that okay they need to buy or purchase. It is something is important. But when they go to the shop, they see something. Oh, this is interesting. That is interesting. Let me buy that. Okay, this may be good for me, or maybe I can use it there, use it here. So they're not very sure how well they are going to use it, but they say that I thought it is going to be useful for me sometime. Then they purchase that. And a maximalistic house or office, I can say that, will be full of things that are not used for months. Many months, you can see that the things are not touched and it has been kept there, and they're very happy about seeing things are everywhere. They have a lot of things at home or in the office. You will see that they just keep stocking things. They want to maximize everything. As a result, they live in a congested rooms, and their office can be congested, their house can be congested. Also, a maximalist will try to do a lot of work, a lot of things, and may not be having a pure, they may not be having a clarity and purpose for their actions. As a result, they end up doing a lot of things. Like we say, they can be a continuous procrastinator, and they feel they're doing a lot of things, but they're not reaching their whatever their goals are or their purpose is. In the case of a minimalist, you can have something very interesting. I would like to say is that if you see a minimalistic person's marriage and a maximalistic person's marriage, you can see the way it is being organized. The minimalist will say, I want a simple, very nice, very well organized, a feeling and a satisfaction and everything that I do. That is the way I need to approach this wedding. I will have minimum items to for the party, and everything is in a very, very organized way it will be. But in a maximalist marriage function, if you look at it, there are a lot of things there, and people will be like, wow, this is something, is the food, the decorations and the way the groom and the bride and everyone and the car or additional things are used, you'll say, oh, so much is there, and they've spent a lot of money and energy and resources into create that atmosphere. Whereas the minimalist always keep a very I won't say it is a low, it is very clean, very quality, but with efficiency they will be managing it. A minimalist will have a meal when they are eating their meal with minimum items, such as one main dish or 2 or 3 side dishes. You can see that. But maximalists, they want the table is full of dishes, they want varieties and things like that. Then they're happy to have a meal. They feel, contented when they see the meal on the table. If you are a maximalistic, you will buy more and waste more. There is a tendency that a maximalist will buy more and waste more. And a minimalist, always they buy the required minimum and they never waste anything. And you can see a maximalist, like wardrobe. You can see that there are a lot of dress they have not even touched for months. It will be lying there. But a minimalist, they will always make use of every piece of cloth that they buy, and they know that they are not supposed to be wasting anything. A minimalistic believe that less is more, and a maximalist believe that more is more. That is the difference. It is advisable to check whether you are a minimalistic or maximalist before teaching your children not to waste food or buy unnecessary things. Parents are always tell children that never waste anything. Please do not buy things that are not absolutely necessary for you. But first of all, parents used to do a check and audit for your life, that whether you are a minimalist or a maximalist. And always, I would say, always remember, children will copy you. So always be a minimalist with maximum efficiency. Investing in yourself to learn these kind of things and practice in your life is always best investment you're making and best attention you are giving to yourself. Always learn how to live with maximum efficiency. So listen to our Hidden Power podcast every day, and every week I release a new podcast, and which can make your life very efficient and your personal transformation easy and flawless. I hope you enjoyed today's message. This is your host, Dr. Susan Kaurav. I will see you in the next episode. Until then, live well and laugh more. May God bless us all.